Taming or reining in inflation is high on the Marcos Jr. administration working agenda. And a main and consistent driver for rising inflation has been climbing food prices. Hence, a vow to increase food production by wider distribution of seeds, fish fry or fingerlings, providing greater access to irrigation and ramped up distribution of lands converted for agrarian reform to farmers are among the measures that our Clazel Pardilia hashes over in this post-SANA report.
Achieving food security and addressing inflation remains priorities of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s administration, which emphasized in his third State of the Nation address.
Mataas ang presyo ng mga bilihin, lalo na ang pagkain, lalo't higit ng bigas. Mahal kong mga kababayan, alam kong damang-dama ninyo ito. Hindi natin winawalang bahala ang inyong mga hinaing at hirap na dinaranas.
To ensure adequate supply at affordable prices of food, the administration of President Marcos Jr. assured a focus on increasing local food production. More than 100 million kilograms of seeds distributed to farmers, 300,000 breeding animals, and 500,000 fingerlings handed out. The application of modern technologies such as satellites is also used to monitor food production.
It just shows how the President is on top of the situation. Although may problema nga tayo, pero nakita niyo naman na lahat ng aspect ng ating from planting hanggang harvest, ang pagbebenta para sa pangingisda, yung kailangan na ports and all, alam niya at nakatutok ho tayo dyan at napaka-importante talaga na yung suporta ni Presidente ay nandyan sa ating agricultural sector.
The government is also extensively providing water through multi-purpose dams and solar irrigation.
Sisiguraduhin namin na yung mga inputs na ipaparating ng DA at ng ating Pangulo sa ating mga magsasaka ay dapat na sa mga farmers natin prior na mag-release kami ng patubig. That would ensure yung pagtaas ng ating yield. Pagka in-increase mo yung yield, nasa 4.2 yata tayo eh. Kung ma-increase mo lang ng 6 tons per hectare, food secure na po tayo eh.
The distribution of land titles, which can be used for rice cultivation and other high-value crops, has also been consistent. Last year, a record-high 20 million metric tons of unhusked grains or palay was recorded.
Yan din ang nakakontribute, no? Kaya mas malaki ang ani natin ngayon sa dinami-dami ng ating mga lupa na titulo na pamigay sa mga magsasaka.
Rice production reached 13 million metric tons but still fell short of 16 million metric ton demand. Therefore, the administration is taking steps to address this and counteract the rise in commodity prices by temporarily reducing tariffs on imported rice and other agricultural products.
Part of the temporary solution was to reduce the tariff, because if you have elevated prices in the world market and then you put on top of that high tariff, then the more those prices will be felt at the domestic level. So clearly, part of our policy tools to moderate and stabilize prices.
Despite this, Agriculture Secretary Hugh Laurel Jr. feels confident imported rice will not flood the market. Due to the measures laid out by President Marcos Jr., the agency is optimistic the country's agricultural performance will increase by 1 to 2%.
As long as walang malaking bagyo, I think we should be mas mataas ang production.
To make this felt, the DA will open 1,500 Kadiwa stores nationwide in the next 3 years. This will apparently bring more affordable farmers' produce closer to consumers.
Plano natin is maging cooperative run ito eventually. So yung mga farmers mismo at fishermen ay makadiretso sa consumers. Yan ang para lumaki ang kita ng mga farmers and fishermen at bumaba naman ang bili ng presyo ng mga consumers, mababawasan ng profiteering if possible. So para bumaba din ang inflation.
The administration also eyes to conduct controlled vaccination for African swine fever before the year ends. Clazel Pardilia for the New and Better Philippines.